Is it illegal for employees to accept kickbacks, payola, bribes, or gifts? I'm Aaron Hall. You can learn more about me at aaronhall.com. And please see the disclaimer below. Today I am answering the question, is it illegal for an employee to accept a gift, a kickback, payola, a bribe? Short answer is no, it's generally not. Especially, and here's why. The employee is usually accepting those because they're doing something that they wouldn't otherwise do if they hadn't received the gift. And that's the real problem with these gifts. You might argue, well, what's wrong with accepting a little gift? Well, what's wrong is it's a kickback. It's a reward for doing something. And whoever is giving that reward is doing it with the understanding that it may influence your decision, either in this transaction or a future transaction. So it's been across the board banned in certain professions, like for example with pharmaceutical sales reps. However, you might ask, well, what about my particular job? I don't have some sort of specific regulatory law or statute related to my industry. Well, what you do have as an employee in Minnesota is the duty of loyalty that every employee owes to the employer. Many people don't realize that every employee owes fiduciary duties to their employer. So if you're an employer watching this video and you know an employee that has gotten a kickback, and especially to do something that you wouldn't otherwise authorize, maybe it is, for example, purchasing products from one vendor instead of another. And maybe that employee is getting a trip on the side. Maybe it's a little TV, it's some sort of gift. Maybe it's a gift card. All of those, you have to ask, did it violate the fiduciary duty of loyalty? Is the employee doing something they wouldn't normally do by accepting that? So under the fiduciary duty of loyalty, you typically do have a real problem with any sort of kickbacks or payola when it's coming with somebody within the business. And then there may be specific statutes that specifically say you're not permitted to do that particular transaction. The other issue here is typically tax fraud is involved, because when an employee receives something, they're supposed to be paying tax on it, at a minimum income tax, and if it were received as part of their employment, they probably owe tax on the wages, so that'd be payroll tax, and usually employees are not doing that. So typically the employee who engages in accepting gifts, kickbacks, or payola on the side is violating the law, and typically a number of laws. To learn more, feel free to visit aaronhall.com or check out other videos on this channel.